Hello friends, long time no see. It is almost 2024, so I thought I would do a little update. I don't really have anybody in my personal life to talk to about what I want to do with my collection, so I thought that I would just put it on video and maybe somebody will watch it and maybe you guys can relate a little bit. I was doing really well with keeping up with storing photo cards and such, but I filmed a 2-hour video and then it would not download. It kept corrupting. And then another video I had, every time I tried to render it, it would corrupt because the computer I was doing it on wasn't working real well. And I think that was part of the problem. So anyway, I was like, screw doing YouTube videos because I was so frustrated with it. But now, coming into 2024, maybe I will do it a little bit, not a whole lot, but I just really need someone to talk to about what I want to do moving forward because I've had a lot of thoughts. I've been watching a lot of videos of people and their 2024 goals. And so I have made some decisions already earlier in the year. And now today I decided to make my 17 and Stray Kids decisions. I know most people do these with a steady overhead cam like this, but I don't have a tripod. The one that I had before I don't like. So we're just doing it like this today because it's not really a flip through. It's not really showing off. It's just really like a talk. Let's talk about collections and what we're going to do moving forward. So we have TXT. I'm going to use TXT as an example. So TXT, this album is really what got me into collecting photo cards as a whole. My photo card collection, just for reference, started many years ago because you would just get photo cards with albums and you would just hold on to them. And that happened mostly when I lived in Korea. So I would get them and I would tape them to my wall and I would put them up on, I had a little whiteboard I taped them to, or my sliding door. Because they were just photo cards and they were just pictures of people, and if you pulled your bias, yay, you were lucky, and if you didn't, that it is what it is, and that's who you got. So that was photo cards back in 2016. I think I started listening to Kpop in 2015. I moved to Korea in 2016. I taught there. I lived there for 6 years. Yeah, my experience with that is a little bit different. And then when I started going to fan signs and stuff like that, in broadcast, you get broadcast cards, fan sign cards, and it was never really a big deal. It was just a photo card and you traded with other people there to get the one you wanted or whatever. You could also make your own photo cards. So they had a really good website over in Korea called Snaps, and they do have an American version, but it's not as good. And you can't order from there and have it shipped here, unfortunately. But Snaps is photo service, kind of like Snapfish, but they make really good photo cards. Almost Lucky Draw material, but to me it's better. It's a little thinner and it's more maybe mattish. But I loved the cards, so I just made my own photo cards. I would just find all the pictures that I liked, and you could make as many as you want. You could have front and back, different, and I just used to make my own photo cards because I preferred those anyway, because I use pictures that I like, because photo card pictures are sometimes garbage. We all know that, right? So I would just make my own photo cards, and then they sold these little 4-pocket binders that were clear covered, and you could store your photo cards in there that you made. And so that's just where I stored all my photo cards, were in these little 4-pocket things, and I really loved them. I bought them for my friends, brought them home. I would bring them stacks this thick of photo cards I had made for them and all this stuff. So this was, again, before things got really popular. So my original philosophy was always just keep what you pull and you get what you get, right? Until I found out that people do the trading and the selling on Instagram and all that stuff. And then when this album, basically, to me, you have an alt bias list. So you have your number one alt, and that's your boy. And that's, he's always going to be your alt no matter what. Mine is Bang Young-gu, BAP. Love him so much. And then number 2 on my list is Jungkook from BTS, and number 3 is Yeonjun. So, and number 4 is actually Hyunjin. But anyway, I digress. There was one set per album, which was perfect. I don't know why we don't do this more often, but yeah. So I got each set and I made the little aesthetic fillers to go with it, and that made me happy. I just love them. I just think they're so pretty. They were really good photo cards. They weren't ugly ass photo cards, which some photo cards are not that great in some groups. And then I happened to pull Yeonjun, which was a miracle, on my Weverse album. And then I just collected all these because I bought enough albums to basically collect it all and trade and sell and stuff like that, which I will never do again. I bought way too many Temptation albums. Lesson learned. So then when this one came out, and there's 2 versions per one, I decided that I was only going to collect 1 version per member. I did this with CIX too because I'm an OT10 CIX collector. I just love all those children so much. So I collected all of their debut album cards pretty much. No, I collected 1 of each, 1 set of each. And then I did the same. I collect for their second album. It was 1 set of each. And then some pobs for them. But I'm not a pob girly. I'm not a completionist either. I only like cards that I like. So, like, it doesn't have to be all Melancholy A or Melancholy B. These all happen to be my pulls as well. I do not ever pull my bias, hardly ever pull my biases. So I bought 4 of this album, 0 Yeonjun cards. So I just bought them from a girl this week, all 6 of them. She had them all. I was like, can I just have all your Yeonjun cards? $30, done and done. The price of an album. I got all my Yeonjun cards. So those should be coming. I had her send them tracked because it was just too many to not send tracked. I've just had bad luck with not sending tracked. So anyway, pulls. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just get like 1 from each set. So this is the Melancholy set. And then this is what I got for the reality set. This one I did just buy from a different girl, so that is on its way. And this one I ordered on Poke Market, so that is on its way. Because they haven't mailed it yet, but they had free shipping this last week of December, and you got a free photo card if you purchased a photo card. And I never purchased a Poke Market card over $3, maybe $3.50, but yeah. This is the only card that I don't have. This one I think I got on Poke Market as well. So this one I don't have, the Subin card from Clarity. They're both super cute cards. I don't know if I'll ever get them. Yeah, don't climb the Christmas tree. Anyway, my point being that they went up to 2, but I'm not going to collect all of them. I'm not a completionist. I just want to collect what I like. I'm going to collect all of Yeonjun because Yeonjun is Yeonjun, and so I have a space for them here. I have these Yeonjun cards. They're very cute. I don't need any more Yeonjun cards. I mean, I do. I need all the Yeonjun cards. But he's not the easiest to find for a good price. These are all just random cards, pulls from albums that I'm going to keep. But that's kind of how I want to do things moving forward with them. It's just, I love TXT so much. Yeah, but just 1 set, OT5, and I'm good, right? Moving forward. Great. That's great. This one, which no one cares about but me, my CIX collection. Oh, he's climbing the tree. He has not climbed that tree. Nugget! His name is Nugget, aka Chicken Nugget. He naughty. He 8 months old. So this is his first Christmas tree. Thank you. Yeah, you're a good boy, huh? Yeah. He's the cutest cat. All right, anyway, my CIX collection. CIX is very cheap on Poke Market, which is how this happened. So I had bought a set of the albums, and I had been very lucky and got no dupes of this album. This was 458, right? Which is, I don't know the name of the album, but 458 is probably one of my ultimate favorite songs ever. And they just had pobs that went along with each concept, so I just bought like 1 pob each, and they were like $2 or $3, maybe 1 or 2. So yeah, so I just fully collect all their album cards. I'm an album card girly. I am not so much a pob girly. These, just because they were so cheap, I got these pobs, and I had started, and I was like, oh, I should probably finish that. And then this is just, so this is the new album coming out, or that just came out, Save Me Kill Me, and yeah, I had to just fill it out via Poke Market. There's some people I follow that on Instagram that I buy from that are big CIX people, but you can only buy so much from them, which I did. And then, yeah, I got these little pops coming, but I fully collect all their album cards because they're fairly inexpensive and easy to do for. And then random, who's my bias? Jin Young, Younghee? Who knows? It changes daily. And then EPEX, I don't know what's going on with EPEX. I just bought a bunch of Coom photo cards. I don't even think they're gonna fit on here correctly. I don't even know, but that's a future issue. I can't think about that one right now. I just figured out what I'm gonna do with Stray Kids. So anyway, point being, Stray Kids. Here's the thing. There's a cat sitting right in the middle. She's got to sit in the middle of all of it. Stray Kids is my alt group. Way back when, it used to be, like, BTS was my first group ever. I Need You era was when I got into K-pop. So BTS started it all. Monsta X was my alt group. I went to so many Monsta X when I lived in Korea, but when they Dramarama, it started to go downhill. I wasn't a big fan of Dramarama. Alligator. I was done. I was like, what is this song? It's terrible. And Monsta X lost who they were in the early years, and I really loved like their first 3 or 4 albums so much, and I loved going to their concerts, but then they really just lost their way, and I kind of dropped them 100%, which is why I've been selling my Monsta X collection, because I have a huge Monsta X. Like I said, I went to their concerts. I had all their fan stuff. I was in their fan club, all this stuff, and then and then they let Wonho went, and I was like, yeah, no, we're done. You can't take Wonho away and have me follow you anymore. Not that I blame any member of Monsta X. Kihyun is still, I see him and I hear him and I'm like, God, I love that kid. I love him so much. But Starship really blew it on that one. Anyway, Stray Kids has been my alt for a while. I really adore them. Hyunjin's my number 4 after Yeonjun. And then I just have a really hard time with the rest as far as ranking what order they go in. Han, Felix, Changbin, Lino, all in the top. And my bottom 3 would be Bangchan, IN, and Sungmin. Does not mean that I don't love them, because I adore both of them. They're just, someone's got to be at the bottom, and those 3 are kind of at the bottom. So that being said, how do you collect a group that's too expensive to collect all 8? People who collect all 8 are crazy people. OT8 collectors, good for you. Same with ATs. I don't know how they do it. But my point is that Hyunjin, moving forward, I'm going to collect 3 members, I think. And then I'm going to try to keep them in the binder and be like, Hyunjin, da-da-da. So who are my other 2, right? Okay, Hyunjin, for sure. Should I just collect Hyunjin? I mean, I know he's an expensive member, but I found trades for him so easily, so I don't know. Hyunjin, because again, I only collect album cards. I'm not worried about pops. Maybe 1 pop or something, that if it's super cute. But like, I'm not pop obsessed. Like, and plus, I've been burned so many times on pops this past year that I'm done. I'm done with the pops, pre-orders, all that stuff. Group orders, not doing any of it. Anyway, Han. I think I've decided Han is going to be my number 2 that I'm going to pick. And I would like to do Felix, but I feel like Felix would be hard and Hyunjin's going to be hard enough. So it'll either be Changmin or Lino. I'm not sure which one, but that's what I'm going to do for sure. Hyunjin, Han, and somebody else. Maybe Lino. I was thinking Felix originally, but I'm feeling maybe Lino-y. I don't know. Anyway, that's my plan moving forward. Not that anybody but me cares, but that is my Stray Kids thought. So in the same vein, I need to do the same thing for 17. 17 right here. 17 I've had quite the relationship with. They were maybe the second or third group that we got into after BTS. 17 before even Monsta X, we saw like pictures of pink-haired Woozy, and he looked a little like Suga, and we were like, who is this kid? And we looked into 17, and they were just coming out with Monse, and it was so good. It was so cute. It was so dynamic on stage, like just the whole thing, and we just were like, oh my gosh, we love them. And then we looked up Adore You, and Adore You was great, and we're like, okay, yep, we're all in on this 17 group. So even though there's 13, we have to learn 13 names, which did not take long. Anyway, so I've loved 17 for a very long time, and originally Wanwoo was my bias. Checks all my boxes. But then I went to their concert, so I got to see them. I went to a Dream concert when I moved to Korea, maybe the beginning of 2016. I moved to Korea in 2016, so the beginning of 2017. Did I move to Korea in 2016? And then I stayed there for 6 years and came home in 2022. Yeah. So I moved there in 2016. So I went to a Dream concert at some point, and they performed Olgo Shipjiana that had just come out, I Don't Want to Cry. And it was so good. And I was like, I need to see 17 in concert. And then they like announced a concert like not very much later. So I went to that concert. I think it was the Shining Diamond concert, which they just talked about on a show. There was a show that 4 members were on, and they were talking about stuff, and they talked about the show and how much fun it was. And I was like, oh my God, that was my concert. But yes, it was a good time. I'll talk about it sometime. Anyway, at the concert, Mingyu, who I was always like, he's so handsome, but he's just, there's like, that's all he is handsome, tall and handsome, right? He impressed me so much. His rapping was so good. His dancing was so good. Like, he worked his butt off at that concert, and it showed. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so impressed with him. And then, like, their next album came out, and he sang in Trauma, and he sang so well in Trauma. I was like, am I a Mingyu bias? Am I really going to bias the most handsome member of 17? Is that really who I am right now? And it is. It has been. So Mingyu is definitely my bias, and Hoshi is definitely my second bias. No matter who my first bias, Hoshi will always be my second in 17. And then third, just kind of like, I don't even know who third would be. It's Wanwoo most of the time. It's Sungkwang a lot of the time. It could be Jonghan. It could be really, there's a lot of people. Sometimes it's the 8. I don't know. And, sometimes June's looking really good. Like, so I have a lot of my pulls that I have kept. I have all these June photo cards, which I think are super cute. But they might be going. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I don't know. But Hosh, I have a full page of Hosh. Again, most of these are pulls. A lot of them are trades. A lot of people traded me Hoshi. Why would you trade me a Hoshi? Because I tend to pull the bottom of my list, as usual. I tend to pull Vernon and S-Scoops. Vernon and S-Scoops, I love them dearly as human beings. And I'm so glad that they're in 17. There were some cats. And people are probably freaking out about them stepping on my, they're fine. They're so light and they barely stepped on it. It's fine. Those cats are tiny that ran by. Anyway, yeah, I love Vernon and S-Scoops, but I do not want their photo cards. I don't want anything to do with their photo cards. I do not want them. That's all I pull though. I only pull Vernon and S-Scoops every time. And Joshua, I've had 3 dreams in my life about 17, and in all 3 dreams, Joshua's my cousin, and I was visiting my cousin Joshua, and that's how I like met 17 in my dreams. And so I just think of Joshua as my cousin. He's just my handsome little cousin who has a bunch of cute brothers that I go and visit. Anyway, so I would not want a Joshua photo card most of the time. So I've traded a lot for these like Hoshi ones, and then Woozy's, I just love Woozy. He's my bestie's not alt, but one of her top 5 biases. I collect his photo cards out of sentimentality, actually. If I keep them, I pull. If I pull them, I keep them. And then 8, he was just looking really good in some of these photo cards, so I collected them. I got one more coming from Poke Market there. So this is kind of this is what I have for Mingyu. I don't know if I should back collect him or not. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I do know that I want to collect Mingyu, Hoshi. I think I've decided Sungkwang. Those are my 3 I'm going to collect moving forward so that I have a focus. I think that if you're not going to... if you're not going to do an OT collection, you should focus on 1, 2, or 3 members, or more if you want 4. This is kind of my random chaos page of my cousin Joshua. He's not really my cousin, guys. This cute Sun Kwang. These cute little, yeah, just these are pulls that I got that I just can't really part with. So anyway, I think I need to lay this out different, see how I feel about those June photo cards, if I want to keep them or trade them away. I don't know if June's a popular member or not to trade away. We'll see. Probably not. Probably just have to keep them. But I mean, I don't really want to trade them away. Maybe I'll just leave them. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep what I have. Moving forward, I'm going to focus in on Mingyu, Hosh, and Sun Kwang, I think is my third one. So I'm going to go through some templates now and see which ones, if I want to back collect any of them, or what I want to do moving forward. And Hyphen, I just collect Jungwon. I tried to collect to see if I was going to want to collect other members. I don't want to collect anybody but Jungwon. Jungwon's my baby boy. We're going to just keep Jungwon. The end. So yeah, moving forward with those collections, I think that's my plan. Again, not that anyone but me cares. What are you doing? I need to do the same thing with ATs. I need to figure out what I'm doing with ATs because it is just chaos. So anyway, maybe I'll be back. When I get some more cards, I'll maybe do a flip through with the beginning of 2023 and see what else I want to focus in on for 2024. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, do a summary of the year because it's only been a year since I've really seriously been collecting. And then, yep, so that's what we're going to do in 2024. Maybe get a couple more videos up. I don't have a lot of hauls. I don't have a lot of money, but, you know, I do work on these collections sporadically, and I do need to work on some selling and trading some more. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my rambles and the kittens being kittens. Are you ignoring me? Huh? Hi. Say goodbye. Goodbye, Nuggies. All right. Everyone have a good day. Bye.